What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ coming at you with an update on the free energy project. Bam! Okay, nothing spectacular to show you, but interesting things to share. Okay, this is my free solar setup that I'm working on. Okay, I took a while to get back to you guys because I had to order some parts. I got my bridge rectifier right there. Okay, simple. 12-volt battery, right? This 12-volt battery here is connected to my motor controller here. Okay, this motor controller here controls the drive motor here. Okay, it controls the drive motor, so I can vary the speed of the motor or the amps that are going to be output. Well, this is the slave motor here. Okay, this is the slave motor. The slave motor is connected to the bridge rectifier. Okay, the bridge rectifier turns the AC alternating current into DC current, which I have connected to the battery. Okay, that's what I got going on right now, guys. Follow me here. Okay, the battery here is being charged, of course, by this little setup. But the problem is, I need a charge controller that will work with the DC current coming off this generator motor here, the slave motor. So I tried to connect it to, in theory it should work, DC current is DC current, right? Evidently I'm missing something here because this little junction box here connects to my solar charge controller. When I try to connect the DC current from here, from the rectifier to there, it will not accept it. That's my only drawback right now. So I got a solar company that I contacted, and they're going to try to get something to me that will help me to be able to send current to the battery, but at the same time cut off, because these solar controllers, they control how much battery current gets to the battery. It's very important that you have that. If you don't, this thing will go and eventually this battery will burn up or blow up or whatever you want to call it. So I have to have a battery controller. That's the only thing I'm really missing. Okay, so why would this be free energy? Well, simple. Number one, when I have this generator set up, it's going to have its own solar panel, okay, coming from the roof. Those two are connected to the solar controller, but this little setup is going to be separate. It's going to have its own solar panel that will be connected to its own battery, not this one, but it will be connected to its own battery source. So whatever power that the motor uses, it will be replenished by the solar panel, yes. And then what's interesting too is I'm going to have, and I already have it right here. I have a digital timer that's going to be in between the system here. Okay, so this motor here is not going to turn all day for no reason. Okay, it will come on like I can program it to come on twice a day or once a week or whatever. I can program this setup here to charge my battery bank here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it will do so based on my timing. So that is my free energy setup, guys. Okay, so in theory right now, this right here can run forever, or until the battery burns up, or my motor controller burns up, or my solar panel gives way or gives out, which they have like a 20-year lifespan. Solar panels do. I didn't know they were that good. Or the battery goes bad. Okay, if nothing happens, it will run indefinitely, and I won't have to pay a dime. So basically, in essence, what I'm doing here, I'm making a solar battery-powered battery maintainer. It's basically doing the same thing that this thing is doing. But instead of using AC current, I'm depending on battery power. Will it work? Yes, it will work. It has no choice but to work. Because again, during the day, the sun will be charging the battery bank, right? Right. Then toward the evening time, if I choose to, I can have this come on using my controller here, to come on a specified time, and I can determine how many amps I'm outputting by my motor controller. This thing will overload. This is a 10 amp digital multimeter. The power that comes out of here will overload this thing here. So it can put out more than 10 amps. Well, so you guys know, I got a little Walmart $19 battery maintainer that I was using before I got this new battery charger, and it was taking care of the solar setup. And I only had to use that one time in 7 days, because one day a couple weeks ago we had overcast and it was a little cloudy, so the batteries got a little low. So I hooked up the battery maintainer. One day, that was it. The other 6 days, I didn't even need it. So that right there shows you that how little that this battery maintainer that's hooked up, yes, it's drawing power. I don't care. I got an overabundance of power here, okay? This thing may never kick on at all during the week. Everything may go off of solar, but if the battery level gets too low on my solar bank here, my battery bank, this will kick on. I've seen it do it. I've watched it. This is something new. It's just an idea that I came up with. I don't know why they're not telling people this. It's kind of makes me angry, because many people can benefit from this little simple setup. I'm running my garage now. I got my garage door opener there connected to the system here. I got my lighting up there. I got other lighting over here. You guys can see, yeah. And I'm going to be adding some other LED lights back off in there to the system. And it's costing me a dime, not a dime, to do all this. The only thing that will cost me money, for right now anyway, is if the battery maintainer comes on. If it comes on. Remember, guys, you know, in 7 days, I only use my smaller battery maintainer. It's a 3 amp battery maintainer. I only use it one time. For this setup, this is just a more advanced battery charger. So you see, so is it free energy? Yes, it's free energy. This is my refrigerator freezer project I've got going on here. I've had it for like a month now, guys. No problems. I come out here, that's nice and cold. Say the power grid shuts down, I got power. As long as the sun's up, my refrigerator will run, okay? As long as the sun is up, okay? If the power gets cut down, okay? Now, again, back to the free energy deal. Will it work? Yes, it will work. Give a brother his props, though. If you guys, anybody out there takes my idea and runs with it and tries to steal credit from it, you know. No, this is nothing new. But why not put it into action? I'm not, you know. And then again, it kind of is new for a lot of people, because the battery technology has changed. Because we all know gel acid batteries and car batteries, they emit toxic gases. But now, with LiPo4 batteries, we can use them in the house. I already have one 100 amp hour LiPo4 battery. So I'm going to take this little setup. This is my trial setup here. I'm going to advance it though more in the house. You know, instead of gel acid, I'm going to be having LiPo4 batteries. I already have one, so I'm on my way. Don't have no money to get my power inverter yet, but I'm going to get it, okay? I'm going off grid, but yet staying on grid. Why am I staying on grid? Because I'm going to get it to where the only thing that I'm powering from the house will be this little charger here. Okay, guys, let's think Tesla here. I'm calling it my Tesla home project that I'm working on. Let's think Tesla here. I did a little research, okay? Tesla uses a 75 kilowatt battery, okay? It costs to charge that 75 kilowatt battery that will take you 200 miles. It costs a mere $6. $6 to charge a Tesla from empty to full. That's what I've learned. Okay, let's use that in theory. Let's say you use that same battery bank in your house to run your refrigerator, to run your, maybe even your AC. I'm not running AC. I'm trying to be really efficient here. I don't need it. That's how I feel. But your refrigerator, all your lighting, your microwave, and everything else, you're not going to use 75 kilowatts worth of power, probably in a month or 2 months maybe. That's what at least that's of battery power. That's what I'm thinking, okay? But anyway, that's how much, look it up, Google it. See how much it costs to charge a Tesla. They're bragging about it. Why not use the same concept in the home? Why aren't they making these homes with battery banks? Yeah, you still want a high, AC current in your house, but base everything around batteries. So I thought about this for years. I'm now putting it into action as far as running a home off of batteries. Why not? Like what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an efficient microwave. I'm going to get the lowest microwave. I've seen one for 700 that pushes out like 700 watts. I'm